Hello, my name is Jack Jordan, and I plan on unseating in the 2nd District our Representative Joe Donnelly, who is more and more following the policies of Nancy Pelosi as opposed to the policies of the people of the 2nd District. I want to commend you for being out here tonight because it's supposed to be a government of the people. And that's why I'm running, because it's no longer a government of the people. Even as we sit in here right now, we have a Congress that's trying to push through a health care plan, which is anything but of the people. And so for those of you who have seen my campaign, my slogan is enough is enough. Enough of the policies that are bombarding us from Washington, D.C., that have nothing to do with the constitutional restraint put on them, and enough of politicians who go to D.C. year after year after year and worry more about re-election than representing their people of the 2nd District. So on May 4th, I ask you to consider voting for me, Jack Jordan, as a citizen candidate, a non-politician, something that our founding fathers would be excited about, as opposed to what we currently see is these 40, 50-year politicians. So please consider me, and I look forward to answering your questions as the night goes on.
Thank you. The first question concerns the topic of the hour, healthcare reform. I think we'd be remiss not to cover that and do it right away. Healthcare reform has become unpopular because of the complex, far-reaching, bureaucracy-centered solutions that Washington has been handing to us. People are confused and skeptical, and we saw a lot of questions about that confusion and that skepticism about this. So, what I would ask is not so much about the current healthcare debate, because that's kind of got a life of its own, and none of us, unfortunately, have any say in that right now. But in your opinions, gathered here tonight, what should the goals of legitimate healthcare reform be, and what are some smaller incremental steps that might be taken if we can either stop what's going on now or roll it back come next year?
First of all,
you have a minute and a half, I'm sorry. Okay. And it doesn't start till now.
First of all, healthcare reform must not be done by the government. I don't care if it's a Democrat bill or a Republican bill. That's not a constitutional function of the United States government. Healthcare, like everything else in this country, runs better when the free market is allowed to work, and you bring competition to the doctors, to the facilities, to the insurance companies, and the people become more responsible and understand what true cost of healthcare is. We have insurance companies. Insurance companies make between 2 and 8% profit. No other business is going to live on 2 and 8% profit, but yet they do. They are regulated heavily by the government. If they go less than that, they can be taken out. If they go over that, they have to increase benefits or decrease premiums. We need to get people together that are experts, doctors, hospital executives, people that work in the manufacture of prosthesis and supplies, business economists, and say, we need to fix this. We need to keep the politicians out. Because politicians always mess it up. They have not run anything that has deals with money right ever. Medicare, Social Security, Medicaid, supposed to be there for everybody. $66 trillion. $66 trillion unfunded liability. We need to put it back into the private sector and tell them, get to work and keep the politicians out. Then we'll have health care reform.
I sincerely believe that we do need some health care reform, but not the reform or the bill that's being put before Congress right now. I don't know about you, but if I don't have the money, I can't buy anything. And we don't have the money to pay for another entitlement as huge as this health care bill is. We also don't have the right to take away the promise that we made to our seniors and our citizens in the form of Medicare, Medicaid, and benefits to military retirees. We've already made that promise to them, and we owe them that promise. However, I think the state may be able, I would rather see the states take a look at what can be done and the taxes returned from the federal government to the state, for the state to see what what we can actually do. You know that the state has a risk pool right now that's funded to take care of people who can't get insurance as a result of pre-existing conditions. Did you know that? Did you know that you're eligible for it depending upon if you meet certain criteria? But it's not free. You have to pay for it. So what we have to look at is that entitlement is not a right. We work hard, and our taxes are sent to the federal government to be used for the core functions, not for health care and not for some of the other things that they're proposing. So I think we do have to have health care reform, but I don't think it has to be done, and it shouldn't be done by the federal government.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the best healthcare system on the entire planet right now. It's got some bumps, there's some things that need to be worked out. We still have people from around the world that sell their houses, leave their jobs, they come here because we have the best healthcare facilities, the best research, the best doctors, the best people in healthcare. They still come from around the world. What we can do is what we do in the state of Indiana. We have a catastrophic healthcare plan in Indiana, and we do it because we have medical malpractice caps in our state. We need tort reform at the federal level. We need to have portability and be able to allow competition in the free market to allow those costs to come down. We need to make the decision of what to do with our money as individuals and have transparency in pricing, where if you go for an MRI and it's $300 here and $500 here, you can spend your $300 here, use your HSA, use your cash, use your money, like insurance companies do, and like in my district, the Amish do. They're cash-paying customers. It takes the free market and competition, and it drives costs down. And finally, we got to start at the bottom where the catastrophic people are and build a net for those folks so they don't lose their assets like Doc Bowen did in the state of Indiana, from the bottom up, not the top down. 90% of us do not need this. I say with you, kill the bill, start over, and use common sense.
What she said. She does a great job. You know, one of the things I think we've got to recognize, I appreciate the way you phrased your question, this is one of the most arrogant maneuvers out of the federal government since the Watergate years. This country knows, not all the details of the bill, but we know we don't want the federal government in charge of 17% of our economy, and we know that if they take charge of our health care, they will take charge of our lives. And that's why people oppose this bill. I'll give you 3 things we could do that deal with the sort of market-based ideas that Andy talked about. First, everybody in America could pay for their health care costs with pre-tax dollars. Our current system is rooted in price and wage controls from the 1940s. People who get their health care from their employer do it with pre-tax dollars. If you're doing your small business, you ought to too. Jackie talked about portability of policies. Healthcare companies insurance companies have monopolies in most states in this country. That's not right. It shouldn't be that way. Portability would bring competition into the marketplace. And then medical malpractice reform. It's a multiple $100 billion a year drag on our economy. We need to get taken care of. Do those 3 quick things, we'd be moving in the right direction as a country. Thank you.